What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have How Well Do You Know The Office? Trivia quiz on Mastermind. Now, are we talking Office UK? Are we talking Office US? Because I watched The Office UK, never watched The Office US. So let's see. But it's been a long time since I watched the UK Office. I probably would absolutely be terrible. But let's see how this goes. Before we dive in, if you guys happen to enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up. Let's get to it. Hey, my boy
James.
Jay out the in-betweeners. That's the funniest. He said the most outrageous stuff on that show. I love the guy.
Buckley.
Your occupation,
Actor.
your chosen charity,
Help for Heroes.
and your specialist subject.
The Office.
The groundbreaking BBC mockumentary comedy series set in the Slough branch of paper merchants Wernham Hogg that introduced the Ricky Gervais character, David Brent, in 1.5 minutes. Let's go. In the opening episode of The Office, David Brent's boss, Jennifer Taylor-Clark, tells him that Wernham Hogg plans to close either its Slough branch or the branch in which other town?
Swindon.
Yes, the job title of which member of staff at Wernham Hogg is assistant to the regional manager and not, as he claims, assistant regional manager.
Gareth Keenan.
Yes, Tim Canterbury sarcastic.
Yeah, see, I ain't even close. I ain't even close to his level, bro. It's been such a long time since I watched The Office UK that I just don't even. I barely remember people's names. But hey, my guy James, I can tell you watched the show many, many times. I can absolutely see it.
Describes Slough's nightlife as incredible, saying that which venue is known as the nightclub that never sleeps, even though it closes at 1.
New York, New York.
Yes, a video entitled Who Cares Wins, shown in a staff training session, is hosted by which former Blue Peter presenter playing himself?
Pass.
In the episode
Ooh.
Party, when members of the consultancy firm Cooper and Webb ask Brent what his biggest disappointment is, he replies that it's what visitor attraction?
Alton Towers.
Yes, the interior scenes at Wernham Hogg were filmed in real offices in an admin block at which film studios?
Pat.
BBC.
No, Teddington Studios. The caretaker, Gordon, who stops and stares at the camera for an uncomfortable length of time when he sees it, is, in real life, the father of which person associated with The Office?
Stephen Merchant.
Yes, in the first Christmas special, David Brent takes part in a game show at a nightclub dressed as what film character?
Austin Powers.
Yes, when the 7th annual Wernham Hogg office quiz goes to a tie-break, what's the sales rep Chris Finch's first answer to the question about which Shakespeare play features the character Caliban?
Macbeth.
Yes, Brent uses his redundancy settlement to record and release a cover of the song If You Don't Know Me By Now on his own record label. What's the name of the label?
Juxtaposition Records.
It is Juxtaposition Records.
Nah, that's James Buckley, my boy, my guy. That was crazy. He absolutely killed it. I don't know any show that well because me. And I thought a lot of people were like this, but I just don't like rewatching things just from a standpoint. Once I know what's going to happen, to me, there's no point in rewatching. I like being in suspense and like not knowing what's going to happen. So I like to turn on something new where I'm watching. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm on the edge of my seat. But if I know what's going to happen, the suspense is gone. And I'm like, I don't really. So I can't, I'm not a rewatcher of things.
James, you had just the one pass, video entitled Who Cares Wins, with the Blue Peter presenter playing himself, Peter Purvis. Yeah, you knew it. You knew it. And at the end of that round, James, you've got 8 points.
Brilliant.
Nice.
And your name is?
Rhys James.
Your occupation?
Comedian.
Your chosen charity?
Kidney Research UK.
And your chosen subject?
The US office.
The American remake of the great British...
Yeah, okay. I'm literally going to have no clue here. And dang, I feel like the American one has... The knowledge is going to be a lot harder simply in terms UK only had, I think it was like 2 seasons. That's why American has so many freaking seasons. So there's so much more to pull from. But let's see how good you are, Rhys.
comedy series. Here we go. The Office, an American workplace, is a mock documentary series about life in a branch of a paper company called Dunder Mifflin. It's set in which city in Pennsylvania?
Scranton.
Yep, in the episode Healthcare, Michael's told to choose a new healthcare plan for the office staff. Instead, he delegates the job to a colleague who removes all benefits from the plan and says, in the wild, there is no healthcare. What's the name of the colleague?
Dwight Schrute.
Yep. In Office Olympics, the staff create games to play while Michael and Dwight have gone out. This includes a race that used boxes of paper as snowshoes. What does Pam say is the Icelandic name for the game?
Flonkerton.
Yes. In season 3, the sales rep Jim has transferred to the Stamford branch of the company in grief counselling. He's asked to supervise the work of his new colleague, Karen Filippelli. She is played by which actress?
Rashida Jones.
Yep. Michael runs an annual awards ceremony for the office staff, which he says are like the Golden Globes, but less mean. Winners have included the HR rep, Toby, for extreme repulsiveness. What are the awards called?
The Dundies.
Yep. Toby is replaced as the HR rep by Holly Flax, played by Amy Ryan, when he leaves his job to move abroad. While he's there, he seriously injures himself in a zip wire accident. In which country?
Costa Rica.
Yep. Mindy Kaling, who plays Kelly, was also a writer for the show. She wrote a season 3 episode in which the office staff attend a celebration that's described by Michael as a Hindu Halloween. What's the title of the episode?
Diwali?
Yep. When Charles Minor, the new vice president for the Northeast region, visits the Scranton office, he's offered a buffet where all the bagels have been cut into a C shape for Charles. The character is played by which British actor?
Idris Elba.
Is correct. You got them all right, Rhys. You've got 8 points.
God, it was like a machine. These are very specific questions. Nah, I could never win at anything like this because I don't rewatch shows enough. Could never win.
And your name is?
Carl Frampton.
Your occupation?
I'm a professional boxer.
Your chosen charity?
NICE, which is the Northern Ireland Council for Integrated Education.
And your chosen subject?
The Office.
The Office, that groundbreaking television
So
comedy series.
everybody just love The Office. Everybody love The Office. Okay, let's see.
Here we go. The Office was first shown on the BBC in 2001. It's set at a fictional paper supply company in Slough. What's the name of the company?
Wernham Hogg.
Yep. In the first episode, David Brent, the regional manager of Wernham Hogg, played by Ricky Gervais, refers to his boss, Jennifer, by the name of a famous person, though not to her face. Which person?
Pass.
When Brent asks Ricky the temp whether he's excited about the Office quiz, Ricky tells him that he'd once been a contestant on Blockbusters and had won camping equipment and another prize. What other prize?
A holiday?
Oh, a Walkman. Stephen Merchant co-wrote and directed the show.
He's starting to realize he don't know too much about that. He's starting to realize he's not as knowledgeable about The Office as he thought he was.
Together with Ricky Gervais, which character, whose real name is Nathan, does Merchant play in a cameo appearance?
Augie.
Yes, Og Monster. A British pop star is pictured on the kitchen calendar for the month of February in the episode New Girl, and again for May in the episode Appraisals. Which pop star?
How do you pay attention
Cliff
to that?
Richard.
Yep. In the film David Brent, Life on the Road, Brent faints while he's being tattooed, so the tattoo remains unfinished. Instead of the name of his home county, which he'd intended, what does the tattoo read?
Burke.
Yes, the version of the song Handbags and Glad Rags that was used as the theme for the television series was sung by Finn Muir of the rock band Wasted and arranged by which musician and composer?
Rod Stewart.
Big George. When asked who he'd have a working lunch with, if he could invite anyone, Brent chooses Martin Luther King, the Dalai Lama, and another person in order to lighten things up and probably do impressions of them.
Dang, I feel like I remember this part. Impressions? Wasn't Kevin Hart. It wasn't like Sam Jackson. I don't know. Damn.
Which person?
Les Dawson.
No, it was Rory Bremner.
Oh, I don't know.
You had one pass in that first episode. David Brent referred to his boss as Camilla Parker Bowles. Yeah. You've scored 4 points.
Not good. Not good. All right, here we go.
Your name,
Hamid Animashan,
your occupation,
actor,
your chosen charity,
Nia,
and your specialist subject.
the US office.
The American version.
Oh, he's finna get every point right, bro. Is there something about his demeanor, the way he sat on that chair, the way he's sitting? and he just saying U.S. office. He's finna get every one of these. Every question. He's not gonna do a pass. I'm telling y'all. I know this.
Of the television sitcom in 1.5 minutes. Here we go. At the start of the series, Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, introduces himself as the Scranton branch regional manager of what paper company?
Dunder Mifflin.
Yes. What's the first name of the office temp whose birthday it is in the episode The Alliance, when Michael throws a party for Meredith, whose birthday is a month away?
Ryan.
Yes. When the customer service rep, Kelly, invites all the staff to the Diwali celebration, Michael's partner, Carol, turns up in fancy dress wearing what type of outfit, having been told by Michael that it's a costume party?
Cheerleader.
Yes, during an interview to the camera in the pilot episode, Michael lists his 4 heroes as Bob Hope, Abraham Lincoln, Bono, and who else?
Steve Martin.
No, God.
Dang.
In the episode Christmas Party, what appliance
I
does
thought he
the
was gonna get
accountant
them
Kevin
all.
buy for himself after he picks out his own name in the Office Secret Santa?
Footbath.
Yes, in Office Olympics, when the sales rep Dwight says that he and Michael make a great team, he likens Michael to Mozart and himself to Mozart's friend before changing his mind and saying, no, I'm like which outlaw?
Pass.
Dang.
While watching videotapes in search of a band to play at her wedding in the episode Casino Night, Pam discovers a police tribute band called Scrantonicity, in which Kevin is a singer and also plays what instrument?
Drums.
Yes, what's the title of the film for which Michael has written a screenplay, which Pam discovers in the episode The Client, resulting in Jim leading the employees in a read-through?
Threat Level Midnight.
Yes, after it's revealed at the start of season 3 that Pam and Roy have called off their wedding, which character's only comment is that he now has 2 toasters at home?
Stanley Hudson.
It is Stanley. Ahmed, just a 1 pass in Office Olympics. Dwight likens Michael to Mozart and himself eventually to Butch Cassidy. Yeah, you knew it, man. At the end of that round, Hamed, you've got 7 points.
Okay. Respect. Yeah, obviously, I don't know nothing about enough about The Office, either one, to have answered any one of those questions. So yeah, it's terrible on my end. That's all we got, though. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up, check out I'll see y'all next time.